Hey guys, what's up? So, I binged watched a lot of YouTube videos today, and it's Sunday, so I didn't really do much work. I just kind of wanted to see if I could find some new YouTubers that I like finding people that are just getting out on their spiritual journey like me. Sometimes when I watch some of the bigger YouTubers, it can be kind of intimidating because they seem so perfect, which I admire and I love the advice, but sometimes I know we're not supposed to compare ourselves to people, but this is the beginning of my awakening. So, um, anyway, I found a bunch of new YouTubers and I can't remember their names, but I found three that are like just getting started. They're further along than me, but less than a year. And I've noticed something, that seems like a lot of people have in common is that we all seem to have experienced some sort of major trauma. And so I'm wondering, does trauma cause you to wake up and escape the matrix? Obviously it doesn't for everybody, but let's say somebody goes through something really horrific, like they have a family member pass away or they're in a car wreck or whatever, and maybe they have some mental health problems afterwards because they're really traumatized. A lot of people will numb that with drugs or alcohol, whether they're prescription or not prescription. So if you don't numb it with drugs and alcohol, then I think it could lead to an awakening. Because what I have found in my life, what sort of led me to my awakening was, I have been through some shit. One of these days I'm going to do a video of my past and I'm just not ready to yet. It's going to be intense. But anyway, then I made a lot of changes in my life to get away from a lot of the negative stuff I was around. Went back to college, got a degree, became an engineer, and thought that that was going to fix everything. But my past kept haunting me. And then I experienced some trauma at my engineering job, and it just enhanced the pain that I was already trying to numb from my past. And then it really brought it into my face like, hey, you're not healed from your past yet, and you're also experiencing more trauma. And so I started meditating hardcore and realized that I was gonna stop drinking and doing drugs and smoking, whatever. And I got my life together, and shortly after, I had this huge awakening because I wasn't numbing I guess kind of the negative self-talk that I was used to doing, those programs that I was running in my mind. I would shut them off by using drugs and alcohol. And when I stopped using drugs and alcohol and I forced myself to face the programs and face the messages and face what I was experiencing and help kind of train myself to not do it anymore, I started realizing, and then I started hearing other people's story. I'm like, I don't know, you guys, I don't know any light workers, I guess to call them. I don't know any light workers that haven't been through something traumatic. I was watching a guy today, I can't remember his name. His dad passed away. Another girl, her kids have been taken away. And it's just, there's got to be some kind of connection. I just wanted to make a short video about it because I just keep noticing it. So have you guys noticed this? And if you're waking up spiritually, did you go through something traumatic? It kind of reminds me of the OA. Have you ever seen the OA where they have like NDEs, near death experiences? And I want to watch that show again because I watched it before I was spiritually awake. But they're like traveling to other dimensions and they're doing some crazy stuff in there. I wonder how much I want to watch it again actually. But anyway, they go through something really traumatic. They almost die. And then they're able to like travel through different dimensions. And I feel like there's something to that. I don't really know what. I need to learn more about it. If you guys know anything about this, please leave a comment and tell me because I would just notice that holy crap, why are the spiritually woke people have been traumatized in a major way? And I have as well. I'm not even comfortable talking about mine yet. I know that I'm going to. That's something that I know I'm going to do with this YouTube channel. It's going to be really difficult, but I know, and it'll probably be my most famous video that I ever make. But I want it to be really good quality because it's going to be an intense story to tell. I've thought about doing it like a documentary. I'm not sure how I want to do it yet. It'll come to me when it's time, but I'm thinking about it. I know that it's definitely going to happen, and I think a lot of people are going to benefit from it because when I was going through it, there wasn't any YouTuber that was talking about this to date. I don't know any YouTuber that's talking about this that has survived what I went through, and I know that there's other people like me that would need to hear this. And so I kind of want to be that message that other people that have experienced it, they can hear the message that I didn't have, that I'm having to kind of do for myself. Anyway, but yeah, there's something to being through something traumatic and experience emotional trauma, abuse, and not numbing it with drugs or alcohol, prescription or whatever, street drugs, whatever you want to call it, self-medicating. When you go within and you have a deep trauma, I feel like that triggers something in you to wake up and escape the matrix. And it's funny because, and if you guys watched my video yesterday when I was angry at my sister, we did talk today and I've chilled out. I'm calmed down. We did make up. We both apologize, even though I apologize for being hypersensitive. Okay. I guess I'm sorry for offending you with my spirituality. I am being very sensitive, because I am very sensitive about my energy right now. So yeah, I don't think it's okay what she said, but normally it probably wouldn't have bothered me. Maybe she says stuff like that all the time and I just never noticed before. Well, I know she said stuff like that before. Anyway, I forgive her though. I'm not angry anymore. So I told her I was sorry for being super sensitive and that I didn't want her to feel like I was judging her, and that I accepted her for her journey, and that I don't care if she drinks, that I just didn't want to be around it, and no judgment whatsoever. And she said she was sorry and that there was a way that she could have said it. She said that she could have told me the things in a different way, and that she got defensive because she was mad at herself for continuing to drink when I wasn't. And she also said she was grieving our relationship and the fun that we had, which is valid. I am too, because we used to drink together and have a lot of fun together. And she was grieving that. And I want to remind her that we had fun for 20 years without alcohol. We shared a room and we said every night, do you want a TALK? What do you want a TALK about? What are the top 10 things you want for Christmas? We used to do that every night until it was freaking Christmas. Day after Christmas, start it right back up. TALK about what we want the next year at Christmas. So I'm so thankful for that. And I'm so grateful that we made up. I was really upset yesterday. If you saw my video, I didn't like the place that I was in at all. But I'm trying to be really real, because sometimes I see the spiritual vids and they're so positive and perfect, it seems like. And sometimes I know we're not supposed to compare, you guys, but sometimes I get down because I'm like, they're so perfect and I still get angry and I'm not as evolved as I should be. And so, and I know that's not true. I know we all have problems and we all deal with it in a different way. But anyway, I just want to put the good, the bad, and the ugly, all of it on the YouTube channel for myself to see me grow. I want to be able to go back in a year and look to see how far I've come. And then also for you guys to see I'm not perfect, and I don't want to call her and cuss her out because I love my sister and I knew we would make up, and I was really pissed at the time I made that video. But I also want to I didn't want to call her. But I want to be able to vent about it, because if I let it fester, if I didn't, it was just going to fester. And I was going to simmer and probably get out of control. And so, gosh, YouTube is a really good therapy for that. If you're thinking about making videos and you're too worried about it or you're too shy, let me tell you, these spiritual videos, they attract such a beautiful audience. I don't think any of my spiritual videos have any hate on them at all. I haven't seen any. If you look at my music videos, you guys, the comment sections are brutal. I won't even read them anymore. They are so brutal. I've been called every name you can imagine. They're intense. But if you're making spiritual videos and you're just doing some self-help shit and you're also trying to help other people, you attract a really beautiful crowd. And it's such a loving community. So I would say, don't be afraid. I don't even have makeup on. I haven't even taken a shower today, you guys. I just came back from the river, walking a long walk with my dogs. I probably smell like BO. I used to be so freaking insecure about coming on YouTube. When I would do my Lega-C videos, the music videos, I would spend hours doing my hair and makeup and shooting them and editing them. And they had to be so perfect. And then I would think they were so perfect, and then I would upload them, and then I'd get a negative comment, and I would be straight up suicidal about that negative comment because I had put my heart and soul into it. But it was because I was so insecure about it that it attracted that the hate. And now I don't give a fuck. I don't give a crap, and I'm getting nothing but love, and I'm not putting any effort into them whatsoever. I'm just speaking my mind. So my point is, if you're thinking about making videos or you have a message you want to share, even if maybe you don't know what you're going to say yet, just start talking, because I promise you this, and nobody that you're worried about watching it is going to watch it. People don't care. Don't think people care enough, because they really don't. You're lucky to get a few views. And the people that do view it are really having a hunt for this kind of information, because it's a pretty small niche community. Sorry, there's like a million fire trucks going past my house. This is a really small community within YouTube, and it's a really nice crowd. And put a comment, on your video. Put a comment and say, hey, I'm making a video, and I'll check you out. I'll subscribe to you, and I'll watch you grow. And I'm sure other people will as well, because that's how I've been finding people. So anyway, I guess this is long enough, but I really want to know what you think about spiritually woke people being through trauma. And is there a correlation? All right. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. You guys be strong. Peace and love.